Yo, so today I'm gonna be mostly complaining about some shit, so I'm gonna be continuing the motherfucking cycle. But today I'm gonna be talking about everything that at least I saw was wrong with the One Piece live action, at least from the 2 trailers that we got. Now, let me start off and preface this video by saying I'm a fucking idiot. I'm not trying to impress anybody with my cinematography knowledge here. You shouldn't trust anything that I have to say. 99% of the non-animated movies I watch are 90s and early 2000s kids movies, because I'm a fucking slut for nostalgia. Plus, you know, if this doesn't invalidate my opinion, I don't know what will. I thought the 2010 Avatar live action was good as fuck. That shit was a straight heater for me at 9 years old. So basically what I'm saying here is that you should not fucking trust a word that I say here. I am not a credible source whatsoever. Please do not fucking take what I have to say to heart. Overall though, I think 99% of the shit that I saw in the live action is positive. I'm just nitpicking shit in this video, and most of it's about how some shit just won't translate well to in real life. Basically what this video is, it's not really me shitting on it, or at least I'm not trying to, because it's good, okay? This shit is the best live action shit I've seen, but it's more so a guide to not be disappointed, because I see a lot of people shitting on it when it doesn't deserve to be shat on. I know that's a little hypocritical for what this video is going to be, but I'm not hating on it, okay? I like the fucking live action. But anyway, as I just fucking said, the main thing that seriously hinders the live action that I don't think a whole lot of people realize is that this shit's real life. This is a limit that the One Piece anime just doesn't have. And One Piece just so happens to be one of the most fucking cartoony anime out there. Some of the shit you're gonna see in the live action will just look off because you have those fucking limits that are pretty much impossible to fucking cross. Yes, shit like CGI exists, but it won't really change much. Imagine Gear 5 in live action. Even with all the money in the fucking world, that will still have a shit ton of people complaining because it's not in the intended genre or format or whatever. Also, off topic, I've seen a lot of you fucking dumbass motherfuckers on like Twitter and shit talking fucking shit about the Gear 5 trailer. Fuck you, eat my fucking dick. That shit looked nuts. But anyway, another thing that's kind of affected by the restraints of real life is the sheer fucking size of the characters in One Piece, specifically the villains. Now you may be asking, why the fuck is this even a big deal? And I'd say it's a big ass deal because it adds the intimidation factor that Luffy's like way over his fucking head. So Luffy's about 5'8" or 5'9", he's about average height. But specifically Arlong is fucking 8'7". There is not a man currently on this planet that's 8'7". That's a pretty unique fucking thing to One Piece actually, and I kind of fuck with it. Like when you see Zoro versus King, you see how fucking huge King is compared to Zoro, and that green-haired fuck still fucks him in the ass somehow. Kind of jealous, I'm not gonna lie, you know? That shit would still go hard if King was normal size, but I don't think he'd have nearly the same impression on people as he did in the anime. Also, there's no fucking way they find a good actor to play King. They gotta have Michael B. Jordan or some shit. There's no way. But imagine Big Mom, but she's like fucking 6'5". Like, are they gonna have fucking Brittany Griner or Candace Parker or some shit? A WNBA player? She wouldn't be big. Big Mom's identity is being big as fuck. She's like fucking 30 feet tall. She's not 6 feet tall. You know, there's nothing they can really do about it though. Like imagine a fully CGI Big Mom. That's not it. I know this video is about bad shit, but let me sprinkle in some good. The Devil Fruit powers from what I've seen look pretty solid, especially Buggy. If the live action only goes to the point where the squad gets the Grand Line, then they don't have too many Devil Fruits to worry about, thankfully. I'm not gonna worry about it for now, but it could be a problem in the future, just like all the other stupid size difference shit that I just mentioned. Alright, back into the bad shit. The English voice acting is gonna be off-putting for a lot of people. Luffy saying gum gum whatever is gonna sound pretty fucking weird for losers like me who watch shit in sub. And again, there really isn't anything they can do about this shit. If they said it in Japanese, it would be even fucking weirder because it would just be super out of place. Also, why the fuck did they make Sanji British? There's zero indication in why the fuck he would be British. It would make a ton of sense if he had like a French-ass accent because all of his moves are in French, but him being British just seems weird. That is something that they could have changed but chose not to. And yes, I know Oda technically okayed like everything that I'm complaining about right now, but how good is Oda's English? Can he recognize accents? That's a genuine ass question though. I know there's like dialects in Japanese and shit, and I can't really hear that shit. Maybe I'm stupid, I don't know, whatever. It's not the end of the world. Let's get to some shit that I noticed was changed story-wise from the anime. So first things first, I noticed fucking Garp was at Roger's execution, even to the extent that he's on the goddamn platform with him, which just straight up didn't happen. I don't think it matters too much, but it introduces Garp as a pretty important ass character off rip. Also, another thing with the size difference shit, Alvida's a normal sized ass woman. Again, there's nothing they can really do about it, but I can't help but notice it. Bitch is 6'6" apparently in the anime, so it's not a massive difference, but she's a fucking giant at that point. I also don't love how Nami is kind of a bitch at times. Nami's a little bit more upbeat in the anime. She does kind of have that little trope where she's keeps the crew in check when the boys do some crazy shit, but she just kind of reminds me of Zoro a little bit in the moments that we see her. Next up, we see Buggy's little final battle take place in a dark-ass tent, and I'm assuming it's there to hide the little CGI flaws, which I don't have a huge problem with it, but it's different nonetheless. It shouldn't affect the story. Then we see Sanji kicking the shit out of some fish man on Baratier, which I don't think happens in the anime, but I could be wrong in that. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. But the fish man here doesn't actually look half bad. The face is a little weird, but everything looks pretty solid. I mean, the fucking original one in the anime looked pretty goofy to begin with. Alright, time for the shit that a lot of people actually think is pretty bad. So, for whatever reason, Arlong is fucking following the squad around and he appears at Buggy's tent and at Baratier, and this motherfucker clearly has a lot of free time following around some bitch who owes him money all fucking day. But we do see the iconic ass moment with Luffy handing down the straw hat to Nami, which for whatever reason takes place at night. I'm not too sure why that is, but it shouldn't really affect anything. I did see the fucking boys pull up and it seemed like daytime, so it seems like they waited like overnight or some shit, which is kind of weird. Oh, and Arlong's fucked up face. I don't think they could have done much better, honestly, but Arlong was gonna look bad in live action, let's be honest. There's nothing we can really do about it. Some characters are gonna look like shit in real life, and we just gotta deal with it. Alright, and then we have the rat. So a lot of people were complaining about him, and what the fuck did you expect? Shanks is just a normal white guy. What more do you want? One thing I will say though, Mihawk looks fucking nuts in the live action. He looks fucking dope. Jesus Christ, I'm just noticing this shit now. We see a fuck ton of even post-time skip characters on the wanted posters at the end. And we see fucking Cavendish. I'm not too sure if it's because the wrinkles are all fucked up and wrinkled, but Cavendish looks bare minimum 55 years old here. Also, we see fucking Foxy, who unfortunately has his ugly ass nose hidden, so we can't really speak on him quite yet. And Jesus Christ, Bellamy. Bellamy isn't even that far off from what he looks like in the anime. It's just very jarring to see him in real life. But yeah, that's about it. I'm assuming I'm probably gonna piss off a decent amount of people with this shit, but again, I'm fucking stupid, so if you get pissed at me for having a shitty opinion, I don't think it makes you too much better. Next week's gonna be a nutty ass week for fucking One Piece. I'm gonna be looking forward to a fucking crazy chapter and the best transformation of all fucking time. I'm gonna come all over my fucking self. But yeah.